Welcome to the studios of Art by Molly. This is Molly, and what I want to talk to you today about is having all the colors of the spectrum you want in your studio all of the time. I'm very spontaneous. I use a lot of different colors, a lot of different shapes, and I don't plan out my paintings before I get started. So I don't want to have to worry about if I have the exact color I want before I go into my studio. So I only use primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. From there, I can mix any secondary color or tertiary color that I want. I can make my purples on the red side or the blue side, and of course, adding black and white, I can make them lighter and darker. What you can't do is mix secondary colors with secondary colors. So you could not mix a magenta red with a pink. If you do, you will just get mud. So I'm going to talk about the products that I use. I use the Saks True Flow. For yellow, I use Chrome Yellow. For blue, I use Ultramarine Blue. I do throw in there some burnt sienna, because I like to tone down and make some of my colors a little bit more like earth tones. I don't use the True Saks Red. The Sargent Spectral Red is a much more vibrant and primary color. I also use Floetrol for my pouring medium. Take a look at some of the bottles I have on my studio top. These are all pre-mixed with water and Floetrol, and I have probably got 4 different kinds of purple, for instance. So if I come into my studio and I want to use a purple on the red side, I can mix that right in my studio and not have to be buying all of those pre-mixed paints. It also saves a lot of money. I want to talk about the colors that I used in this purple butterfly. So we've got purple, yellow, and orange, but they're my purple, yellow, and orange. So mixing these, I want to show you purple. Starting with the blue, I'm showing you just how thick it is straight out of the bottle. I water it down, and I may do it in phases because I don't want it to get too watery before I add my red. So I add my red, mix that in, and then I'm going to put in my Floetrol, 1/3 paint to 2/3 Floetrol. Don't think I got enough red in there, so I can easily pour a little bit more red to get the exact color I want. I could also make it lighter if I choose. So let's talk about the orange I use. I'm using pre-mixed bottles here with all the Floetrol and water, so I don't have to worry about the consistency. I'm mixing red in, and it appears that I may have been a little too generous on the red side. So I'm going to add some more yellow. You can mix this, play with this, get any of the colors that you want. And next we'll talk about yellow. With yellow, I'm not a canary yellow kind of girl. And so I will usually mix in a little burnt sienna to get my yellow just a little bit more on the earth tone. Once again, you can add more burnt sienna, get it to exactly where you want it. I love having all the choices. So we've talked about mixing colors for my purple butterfly, purple, yellow, and orange. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please press like. If you would like to see my follow-on videos on painting techniques, my ribbon, spin, and tilt techniques, please hit subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.